What's up, guys? So I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance for any wind noise that may be in this video because it is quite breezy out today. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, well, I didn't really have a lot of work planned for today, so I thought I would take this time and do a video on the whole reason that I bought that guy right there, and how I think that it's going to improve my productivity this season. So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is my 2016 John Deere Z-Track with the 60-inch deck. This is a great machine. I really don't have a lot of complaints with it. The only major complaint I have with it is the size deck. It's great for large properties, but it's not good for small properties. Because of the size, it likes to scalp any uneven terrain. So that's one thing. But another thing is the weight of it. This thing weighs right around 1,000 pounds. So, you know, if you are cutting wet grass in a nice residential neighborhood, you risk creating ruts in the yard, which, you know, obviously that doesn't look very professional when you got a bunch of ruts going through your yard. Plus, not only that, but just a big machine like this is not designed for small properties. However, this is the 22-inch push mower that I received from my aunt about a year or so ago. It's a great mower. It does good for small properties. But one thing I don't like about it is, being the fact that it was given to me, it doesn't have a side discharge chute. Now I can get one. As a matter of fact, I got one on order right now. It just hasn't arrived yet. That's okay. I don't mind that. And it is self-propelled, but let's be real. When you're doing a bunch of properties a day, self-propelled doesn't really mean much. I mean, you're putting in most of the effort. And it's got a badger on it. It doesn't bad that well, though. But it's 22 inches, so it just takes a long time to get properties done. And with me being in business for the last, I say this is the third season, so the last 2 years, using a push mower, I have found that push mowing is the #1 thing that takes the most time, and it takes the most energy. You know, weed eating and edging and cutting with one of those and blowing off doesn't really take that much effort. This takes a lot of effort because you're actually pushing it on uneven terrain, which, you know, I don't mind if it's just a few properties, but when it's 10 properties a day, you know, it gets to be aggravating. So I was looking at getting something a little bit bigger that would replace the push mowing for the most part, but still be productive and still get the job done. I had looked at a bunch of different mowers. Malesko was one brand, which is a very old brand, because I was looking at older machines, and I was also looking at Exmark. I was mainly looking at 3 potential mowers. I was looking at the Exmark Commercial 30, which, in case any of you don't know, that's a commercial push mower, but it's 30 inches, where that one's only 22. And everything about it is commercial, where that's all residential. So I was looking at the Commercial 30. I was also looking at a 36 Exmark Metro, which is a walk behind. And I was also looking at a Exmark Turf Tracer 36. Well, I was looking at 36 and 48. And I had looked at the Scag V-Ride, new at the dealer, for quite some time, but I didn't really think that I was going to be able to afford something like this. So I didn't really, consider it that much. But this is a 2016 scag V-Ride 36 Advantage stand-on mower. It's not a walk behind, because you ride on it. You flip that thing down and you ride on it. So it is not a walk behind. And so far, keep in mind I've had this about 2 weeks now, almost 2 weeks. And so far, it seems I have not used this thing in 2 weeks. Now granted, not all my properties are back. I haven't mowed all my properties yet for this year, because it's so early in the year. And I haven't really had it long enough to really give an honest review on it. But from what I've used so far, it has been a great purchase, and it has replaced this guy because it's larger. This is 22, that's 36. It's larger, but at the same time, it's still small enough to get in gates. And most gates, most neighborhood backyard gates that I try to get into are 48 inches and smaller. So I needed something that was a maximum width of 48 inches, where that's 60, so that won't work. So before, any time that I was doing a yard that 60 inches was too big, I had to push mow. I had nothing in between. I had a 60 and a 22. I had nothing in between. This guy is 36 inches. It's wider than that, plus you can ride on it, but it's still smaller than that. So, and also, since it is a stand-on mower and not a walk-behind, it moves a lot faster. You can get done a lot quicker, and it takes little to no effort, because you're not walking, you're not pushing. All you're doing is you're riding and you're controlling the handles up there. So that's basically the reason why I purchased the scag V-Ride. Like I said, so far it's been a great machine. I have no complaints with it yet, and I think it will be a good machine. It's got very low hours. It has less than 130 hours on it, where that has 170. So it should be a very good piece of equipment, and it should replace this for the most part. I'm sure there's going to be times where I'm going to need this. As a matter of fact, I went ahead and I ordered a full service kit for this. Blade, air filter, I went ahead and got a side discharge chute, oil, all that stuff. I'm going to have it completely serviced, and I'm going to stick it in that front corner of that trailer up there, and I'm going to keep it as a backup. If there is a small section that I can't do, or if I'm trying to do a ditch and it's wet, I can either weed eat it or I can use this. So I'm going to keep it, I'm going to service it so it's ready to go if I ever need it, in hopes that I don't ever need it. But this is going to be the new machine, and what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on tackling a lot more yards, a lot more smaller properties now that I have this. Last year, the most I'd ever did with this was 5 yards a day. And basically the only reason why that was because it took so long. It took like an hour per property, for one. Plus you were constantly pushing. So 6 hours into the day, and I'm completely whooped. That's not going to cut it in this industry. I need to be able to go at least 10 hours a day. So the plan right now is to try to stick with local neighborhoods and use this on all of them. And we should be good, and it should be a very, very productive year this year. So, I know this was kind of a lengthy video, but you know, I mentioned that I wanted to make more videos this year, more often, and I wasn't really doing anything today. I had the day off today for the most part. So I thought I'd come out here and make a quick video to give a explanation of the whole purpose of the scag V-Ride. You know, because I do not buy anything that I don't think is going to benefit my business. I only buy stuff that I think will help me in the long run. So yeah, this has been an awesome machine. I just wanted something that was in between this and the 22, and that's what I got. Yeah guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around, and if you like this video, please comment below. Tell me what you thought of it. Tell me any ideas that y'all may have for future videos that is lawn care related, drone related, or whatever else. So thanks again for watching, and we will catch you guys in the next video. See you guys later.